mine will come in tapped. We can use it to guarantee a token later. Ooh. Nice. Like mono blue spirits. Good hand to have Anger of the Gods against, for sure. Not sure if we want to just slam Anger, if we want to play Fable. 2 mountains, we need 3. There's number 3. I'm just gonna play Fable here. We're on too much of a rush. This is still a rather small spirit. Yep. Might be able to get an attack and get them to level up the spirit, but looks like they're thinking about a Furious Obsession. Oh, just make it a 2/3? Deal. Ooh, that's a good one. Get rid of these. Yeah, we're pretty likely to find another one of these. Attack. Kind of want to just keep doing this. We're not in real danger. Not in real danger yet. Next turn we can pitch the wedding announcement. Potentially a Dwarven Mine. Just keep digging for our transmog. And making it a 4/4 is a little bit of a problem. There's our creativity. Okay. Now we're in good shape. These two. This for 1. Agent, take this. Yeah, we're set up to just Reflections of Kiki Jiki our agent here. Well, that would look pretty clean so far. Fan of that. Alright, so against Mono Blue Spirits, we want our 2 Prismari commands, 2 Braids, 2 Doomscars. Take out Teferi. 2 agents. And 2 wedding announcements. Let's go full control, all our removal spells, and then they don't really have a way to interact with agents, so being able to just put 1 into play is enough. We shouldn't need to dig repeatedly. But any hand that has just multiple removal spells against mono blue is going to be a good option. Well, that's not a great draw, but can't all be. Does make it a locker because now we only have 1 agent left in the deck as far as creativity goes. No second land. That can't be good for them. Fine. I mean, I guess maybe we're supposed to play just Island in case they had a Furious Obsession there. I think we just want to get our mountains in order, though. Hey, how's it going, Tube Hunter? Going well. This is our first match of the night. We're starting our Mythic climb. Got to Mythic last time. Saw this deck on Twitter. Looked pretty sweet. Up a game against Mono Blue Spirits. Hoping to start making our climb. At least get towards top 1200 and go from there. Want to cycle that. I'll just play this land. Don't do anything impressive, we can just cycle. 1/1's not gonna kill us anytime soon. They're missing on their lands. Fortunate for them. Another March, nice. This could get spell pierced, but I'm kind of fine with that. Yep. We're in no rush. We're gonna have our own 1/1 off this Dwarven Mine. Yo, how's it going, Blood for the Blood God? Oh, well. How's it going, friends? We're full of thievery. Mad Chaos 9. Love to see it. Just a 1 mana against Agent of Treachery. Could have taken their 1 land, but even if they play a 2nd land, we're not too scared as we have our 6th land coming into play. Hey, we're into the numbers. Oh, we're up against the person whose deck I stole, so probably playing the mirror. A little mirror this morning. Or was that evening? Already have this, so we'll grab an island. Dave MTG Play, how's it going, friend? We're playing a mirror here. Got engaged finally, put the ring on after 10 years. Love to see it. We have our wedding coming up as well. So we're at just under, or just over 9 years, but under 10, so looks like that's the hot mark to make it. Playing Zan in the mirror. Obviously I play Magic. Could be obvious, you never know. Alright, we got a pitch 2 here. I want to hold up this. Get rid of these two. Getting the land there is pretty nice. They shouldn't have any way to make a token here, so we're safe to tap out. Yeah, this only cycles for 0. Hence the username. True. Alright, there's their Fable. Both people have access to creatures now. Now we just gotta pass. Hold up this and this. Pitching creativity and... Oh, I'm doing well. I think it's Zan, which is interesting. Like I said, this is the person who I took the deck from. It's always interesting to get to play the mirror. I'm doing good. Nice weekend, nice Sunday, and just relaxing. Hey, how's it going, Eddie? Yeah, thanks for the follow, Dave. Yeah. This is funny, your first name is unique. It is. I've only met a few Skies, not too many overall. I think I'm supposed to do this and hold up March. Strangle's a good one. Because then we can strangle their reflection or steal it. Favorite deck? It is. It's short for Skylar, but with an E instead of an A. Which format, Dave? Because in Explorer, it's been Is It Phoenix? Pioneer changes pretty regularly, but I do quite enjoy the combo decks as well as mono green. All time, probably the Devotion decks from Dragons of Tarkir. Oh yeah, Celtics winning Game 7 was huge. The Suns got destroyed. Just the collapse of the Suns and the Bucks have been interesting. Yeah, I actually enjoyed both green red and green white Devotion a lot. There you go. Love to see that. For historic, I like the green Splinter Twin deck with Heliod and Squirrel Colony. Yeah. Shock the Bucks collapse. Yeah, it definitely was an oddity. But Celtics played real well. We're about to agent situation. Ooh, Tuck, that's interesting. Hey, tried your Phoenix Explorer deck after reading your guide and haven't had much success. I think I got more to learn in the format. It's hard to navigate. Yeah, it's a tough to navigate deck. It's also one of those things where it takes a little bit to get used to like when to use your cantrips and when to sort of like play them aggressively, when to hold them. It's definitely a deck that rewards you for having played the other versions of Phoenix in the past as well. Now I've played a lot of the other version of Phoenix. I'd like to take your land, please. Algamari, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. It's a Teferi fight. Oh, I'm glad. Hopefully the write-up helps you. I know it's a like I said, it's a tough deck to sort of pick up if you haven't had some experience with it, but hopefully the write-up helps you, and as you get some more reps, it should be easier. I'm sure we'll play a little Phoenix tonight too. They're down 2 agents. We're down 2 agents as well. This is a straight 75 card mirror because I stole this deck list from Zan on Twitter, so I assume we're just playing a full mirror. One, two, three, four, five, six. So they could do this. I have to be careful about letting Teferi get to 8. If they're able to just steal it, it's a problem. Fable's a good one. So now I want to hold this land so we can pitch it. Yep. They make another 2/2 in creativity. It's a little awkward. Okay, killing the token there is interesting. Makes me think they don't have a way to steal our Teferi then. Okay, making 2/2s. Attacking us. Interesting. So they don't, yeah, they don't want Teferi lower. A little scary. I don't like that at all. Alright. You get some lads. They're gonna steal our agent. Agent Teferi. I'm guessing they're gonna tuck their own agent. That's what I was thinking. Interactive magic. Tucking Fable. Okay. Tuck Teferi. Anchor away these. Kill this. Ooh, Fable's a good one. And wedding announcement. Oof. Well, we know we have this. Won't play our lands, so we can pitch these. We should still have, yeah, we have 2 agents, so they're 1. Teferi's a pretty good draw here. Kill our thing. Kill Teferi, draw a card. Alright, we get to pitch these 2 lands, see what we find. Ooh, pretty good. We get to do it all, too. We'll get to March their, we can march their wedding announcement or their tokens. A lot of options. Is this 7th land agent number 4? The thing we're most scared of is an agent here. We no longer have a way to protect, really. They'll both, ooh. Shark's kind of huge. Just hard cast this. I should have done it for 4. Just have the mana kicking around now. But we've kind of established a pretty good spot here. As long as they don't have like a big Could have a big end step shark and then kill our shark and kill our Teferi. Yeah. I have to decide if we want to protect Teferi. I feel like we have to, right? Any spell off the top gets us another shark. We can also just like attack with 2 of our creatures, suicide them to draw a card with Wedding Announcement. An interesting game. They only have 1 agent left. We should have 2. Yeah, we have 2 agents left. 2 creativities left. How many creativities did they have left? They've used 3, so they have 1. So we have 4, essentially 4 agents there too. What are they debating here? I guess they're also at 12. If we just make, if they kill Teferi, we can make 8. Get in for 8, put them to 4 is kind of scary. Especially because with the Wedding Announcement, we just draw a card too. March the Typhoon, huh? They were debating just guaranteeing the kill on Teferi or not. We know they're drawing Teferi. I think we want to... Do we want to protect our Teferi more? Yeah, we want more draws at our big cards here, I think. Dwarven Mine, sure. That's not gonna do it. Ooh. The nice one. Kill this. I'm just gonna suicide these 2 into draw a card. Yeah. Can't kill both my planeswalkers. And they have to, yeah, give us another Fable if they want to even kill one of them. That's fine. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. My Teferi. Alright, there we go. Damn, that was a back and forth game, even though we had a pretty early advantage. Yeah, that was a spicy one. Doesn't list the mirror in his own deck guide. How rude. Alright, definitely want these. Got our angers. Strangle 1 March. Wedding Announcements, quite a magic card. One of those cards that always impresses me every time I see it. There's something very fun about playing against the person who you steal a list from. Let's see how this post-board game goes. No blue mana. A mulligan. Alright, this hand's much better. We can even put this agent away. Since we have a dispute, I'm gonna lead on this. Double Dwarven Mine, huh? Yeah, Fable. Grab a mountain. I'm gonna kill this and make a treasure. They have mountain, mountain, mountain. I'm just gonna respect the fact that they almost assuredly have a creativity in hand here and just kill their creature. Not get cute with it. Not give them a chance to put an island and a dispute into play. Alright, well, if they have, yeah. The third Dwarven Mine gets us there. Unfortunate, but... we have to draw a red source here. Jesus. Yeah, not having another red source in the deck is kind of rough here. Otherwise, we just get to steal. Kill this, so they can't just keep making more agents. We just need to draw a red source here. Yeah, we'll take it. They're not killing us with damage quite yet. Alright, we're probably dead. The quad Dwarven Mine hand was pretty good against us. Alright, take this. Take this. We are gonna have to find an answer to the Fable, but we couldn't take it because it would exile back to its owner's control. Oh, under your control? Maybe I should have just taken it. Maybe that was a poor choice there. Yeah, because if they get the agent going with the Fable, we're doomed. So yeah, that was probably just a mistake because I thought it came back under their control. Pitch no cards. Sheesh. What are we doing with that? Just have the agent. Take back that. Alright, let's get in there. Get to draw two. Well, kind of not great spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really need to draw another creativity here. Or just another way to steal this. God. Absolutely getting destroyed by this Dark Typhoon. Ben, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate you, friend. I like our plan. I think we just got turn 4 creativity on the play. The quad dwarf mind start got us. We also had to take their Fable there, but then they had the other agent, so it wouldn't have mattered. That's quite the good curve for them. Alright, this hand's fantastic if we draw a land. If we miss on land, we die, so let's hope we draw a land in our top 2. Or what, 43%, 23 lands, 2 draws. Well, 44%? Alright. Guess we'll die. Alright, we have a shot. Only 2 mountains, so they can't like cycle shark and then also play a dwarven mine. Fine. I'll take 1. Drew the land to punish us for doing that. We really wanted to hold that, but if they make 2 sharks and then can X equals 2, it doesn't even matter for us. Alright. It's bad for us. We're still just in a position where like what, 6? Yeah, that's... We're just gonna get our land stolen? No, okay. Dwarven mine, steal this. Take this. Yep, they're gonna do it for 2. Yeah. See what they take. I assume they're gonna take the wedding announcement and the land. Could just take 2 lands. Yeah. Yo, Blood God. Yeah, Ben coming in, starting the train. A lot of resubs coming, hopefully, but thanks for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. So I've stolen one thing. Just do it for 1. Take back one of these. Or just take back a land. That's pretty good reason to have targeted the agent, I guess. Even so, maybe that's just a reason to play announcement. I mean, I'll block. Could be Wandering Emperor, could be a Strangle post attacks. Could be an Anger, could be any number of things. Could just be March the wedding invitation or wedding announcement. Yeah, Wandering Emperor, sure. The problem is that this doesn't actually, yeah. Plus Anger, sure. All right. A close one. Gonna have to hope that these wedding announcements carry us since we're out of blue man at the moment. Another Dwarven Mine, sure. Okay. Yep. Yeah, Zan. I stole this this deck from Zan's Twitter as well. We're playing a 75 card mirror. That's a problem. Why'd we shock? Yeah. Zan finding three agents is pretty unbeatable. That was unfortunate. Felt like we pretty alright for most of that. Games 2 and 3 were just like being a turn behind on our agent turns. Rosolio, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Losing to the mirror. Sometimes it'd be that way. Well, this ain't it. This also isn't really it. Alright, this at least gives us a chance to play a more defensive game. We can play defense a little bit here. Gotta stop drawing those though. Red, black. Be able to... What did I just say? Magic's not too hard. Magic's fine. I think this is the red-black Regisaur deck. Oh. Get rid of those nicely. Just triple Dreadhorde Butcher to start. Alright. This will be tough given we have 2 7-drops in hand. I'm gonna go 6 here. Sure, we'll discard a 7-drop. Yeah, this is not turning out great for us. The Teferi is not a bad one. Okay, so you're saying we have a chance that we're gonna be taking 3 down to 2. Well, Den's a problem. Need to draw like a Dwarven Mine here. That's not gonna get it done. Block here, take 2 and die. Sure. Yeah, mulling to 5 and drawing 2 7-drops won't get it done against an aggro deck, but that's okay. Aggro deck's not very scary, all things considered. See. Trim down like this. Yeah, we definitely need to not draw our 7-drops, but given us a mull to 5, I think it was too bad, all things considered. Alright, this hand's great. Get rid of that, since we're probably more likely to anger than we are to kill a 1-drop. Well, Strangle's a nice one. Butcher on butcher on butcher. I think I'm just gonna strangle this, take our 3, and then play this. Sets them up to play another creature so we can anger if we need to here. Yeah, Robber's fine. Fervent, yep. Now we get a 3 for 1. Prismari command. Just Hard Crest, Bone Crusher. Duress takes this. Very painful Duress. Yeah, I mean, we have to draw exactly a Dwarven Mine. We get up creativity, Agent of Treachery. And now we're just dead. That was an incredible set of draws from our opponent there. We'll die. A curve of triple plays on 3 there is rough. Give it another shot. We just need to get a creature in play at some point there. Hey, that was me. I am a high IQ player. Great. Big brains, big IQs. On the play, get planes. We're into Yorion decks, so we'll have a little bit of time. Big IQs only? Is that what you're saying? Quarry. I shoot for game over from creativity without interesting issues. That is generally the issue with the agent decks, but without a lot of the over-the-top decks, like in Pioneer, agent should still be pretty good. Like, taking a land is pretty scary for most decks. Tables. A land and a march. Triangle. Let's see what they do here. Ooh, Jeskai Fires, huh? As I say, I can't imagine they pitch a Fires without having another one. And pitch the 2 lands. Ooh. Hold on, I can... One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. See, game over. Oh, Terror of the Peaks. Yeah, this is. I remember seeing this deck on Connor's stream. Big score deck hasn't changed at all. Backup playing solid because Terror just does a lot. It's true. Let's see. Veto, dispute, command, anger, strangle, and a march. There we go. Got to readjust to the mythic ladder versus climbing. Is Portable Hold just too weak compared to Strangle? It's not so much that as Indomitable Creativity reveals until you hit an artifact or a creature. So if you have artifacts in your deck, you can sometimes creativity into your artifacts instead of your payoffs. You can't run any artifact removal in this deck. Yep. Yeah, it happens all the time as far as creativity. It's like the Cascade cards in Living End, where it's like there's a lot of good cards, but then you're like, wait. But wait. Avid Terrorizer, apparently. That's one of those cards that was good in Standard. Not quite sure it lives up to the Explorer, but maybe it does. Be a lot of fun to see. Thanks for the follow. Roll away the stone. Appreciate you. Put Yori into hand. Our mana base didn't work out great this game. Would have loved to have countered that. Yeah, enchantments are great in with creativity. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Great. It's my job. All I do is I'm a temptress. Alright. Might be able to steal next turn, but... Shock? What do we got? Yorion, make another one? Oh, they're also just a fires deck, huh? I'm gonna assume that they're getting a and a wonderful job you do. True, true. Yeah, take one of our lands. Alright, alright. If we were able to counter that fires on the play, or on the draw there, we easily win. We just needed a slightly different mana base to come together. Alright, we have our mana, we have a nice Fable, we can counter a fires. So we'll play Wedding Announcement, and then we can set up for a Dwarven Mine. The veto situation. Lead on Wedding Announcement. Assume he gets... Ooh, not vetoed. Okay, that's not bad at all. YouTube video has been killing it. View numbers are very good for recent activity. Oh, thanks, friend. Yeah, the tier list videos always do well, so I'm thinking about moving towards a little bit more non-gameplay videos on the YouTube channel, and let the gameplay be more on Twitch, just because it translates so much better on Twitch than on YouTube as far as gameplay goes, but there'll still be gameplay, just how much will be the dependent part. Play this so we can get a mountain. We want to hold this up so we can counter our fires. Liking all the Pioneer YouTube content? I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying a lot of Pioneer, a lot of Explorer. Don't know much about content creation, but people seem to do both gameplay and tier list stuff. Yeah, it'd be like other stuff than just tier list stuff. Like I did a bunch of like matchup stuff, other kinds of analysis, like what sets are good for Pioneer, what sets have a lot of playables, things like that. Just like a diversity of content as opposed to just all the same things. Yeah, that's good for all the new people coming to the format. Yeah, that's the thing, is like people kind of can get gameplay from a lot of different sources, and like the non-gameplay stuff I found has been received very well just because people can't find it as readily. Alright, we're doing this so we can hopefully assemble lethal. Anger. Oof. Love the gameplay videos because you rarely make what I would consider a missionary mistake, which is great from a watcher standpoint. Oh, I appreciate that, but it's also a situation where I think, yeah, they definitely should have attacked first there, but I think it's a situation where a lot of people might might disagree with you as far as gameplay goes, but I certainly try my best. I just think I'm gonna pass here. I'd rather hold up both of these as options. I think they have a veto. One top, one bottom. What do we got going on here? Draw 2, discard 2, make a treasure. Not a bad option here. Ooh. Fix these two. Oh, I can end step play this. So I feel like if they have a counter spell, this would probably earn a consideration for it. This is gonna start turning out 3/3s. Love Chandra Acolyte and Creativity list because people don't understand she can creativity from the yard. Yeah, because it's only mana value and X is 0, which is quite nice. Now we have this up to. We have lethal next turn. Do we want to do anything? I think we just hold up our answers. So I think they're just going to end step, play like a Shark Typhoon, and then try and agent us, and we just get to have answers for it. And we don't really want to creativity till next turn. People still not target Kiki with mana value based targeting. You should be able to. We marched it a couple times in the last match. Unclicked Bloodchief's Thirst doesn't work. Oh yeah, that shouldn't work though. Just because it has a mana value of 3. They changed the flipped card rules a while ago. So it should only be targetable by things with the target mana value 3. There we go. Kill the blocker, kill them. Yeah, mana value equals what it is on the front. Like, it changed a while ago, so like Huntmaster's Ravager of the Fells is 4, Delver is 1, or Insectile Operations 1. When that change happened, so in Origins it wasn't that way. I want to say it was with like around Thing in the Ice, so around Shadows over Innistrad time. Saying mana value makes me feel young. Great. Gigantha, we're in. Wasn't that Cascade Week? It might have been Cascade Week, which would be Kaldheim? No, that was a different one. A different update to it. You can march in response to creativity, but if it has multiple targets, then it won't stop it. It'll just hit -1 on the targets. This is that blue-red prowess deck. Yeah, Cascade Week changed how Cascade interacts with the back half of cards you can cast. So maybe it was that then. Was it Strixhaven? Was second instead set that flip value changed? Oh, second Innistrad. So that was Crimson Vow. Hey, it's our boy, our favorite bird. Mr. Birdman. Harvey Birdman. I would like a Harry Birdman, Harvey Birdman myself. No, don't kill my guy. Ugh. Crash Through's a little more all in, I think, than you need to be. Pitching Opt, huh? Alright, I'll take 5. We have all our colors. Light up the stage, sure. Opt Delver. Alright, pitch these. Would have very much liked to have drawn a Dwarven Mine there. Do they run Spell Pierce, you think? Probably, though, out of the board would be my guess. I have to assume they do, though, somewhere in the 75. Most of the prowess-esque lists do. Yeah. We might just never get a creature in to stay in play, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll take 6. We might also have to, we might just have to sacrifice this to creativity. While that's true, Kiki doesn't do a whole lot for us right now. Making Shredder work in Standard's been a challenge? I could believe that. I feel like getting multiple spells off in Standard's a lot harder. I could just eat the Shredder. Then creativity. I assume they're gonna have to get rid of this. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do that. Just pass. Hope this doesn't flip. Hey, no flip, good. And now we just have free block, free block. Obviously we aren't going to block here unless they den. The Shredinator, number 2. Okay, land. What do we have here? Pitching a Consider. They shocked in, so I have to assume they might have removal here. I'll block like this. Go to their big bird. Otherworldly Gaze just not a better in opponent's deck. Otherworldly Gaze is card negative, so you almost never want it unless you absolutely must play it. I would like an agent, please. This one. Another one. It's 2 spells easy and sees the top. Yes, but you don't want to play cards that are bad in your deck to make Delver better. At that point, just don't play Delver, right? That's the eternal trap of Delver, is you want to try and like make Delver flip, but if your deck isn't designed for it, I think unless you are like very, very dedicated to I don't think we want Prismatic Command, unless you're very dedicated to killing. Yeah, Fable copying is a very nice interaction. Unless you're like very dedicated to graveyard things, I don't think you want Otherworldly Gaze. I think it just leaves you in such a position that you're down on resources too often. Well, removal. Braid and Anger in that weird spot where they won't always kill the things, but Anger's probably the better trim one. Yeah, my rule of thumb with Delver is like don't don't try and make Delver better. If Delver's not good enough in your deck, just play a better card. Like, Soulscar is, I think, better, and then it's like, do you play Delver because you don't have Swift Spear? Maybe. Like, I probably would just play Sprite Dragon over it. Ooh, this is a opponent mulligan. This seems a little slow. Have you fabled copied Fable at the end of turn yet? I have. You get as many copies as you have mana left over, and then you just untap and attack them. I'll look for a better one. Well, we're both on mulligans to 5. All right, this hand's great. Opponent's on a 4. I think we want... Maybe we just play a fair game here. No, just do it like this. Yeah. Kill a creature and then use the Wandering Emperor. To this day, I don't understand why Agent has like 3 card draw too. Like, stealing permanence wasn't enough. Well, it's a 7-drop. The fact that it never actually cost 7, except in our match against Zayn, where both people were casting it for 7 at points, but the whole idea is that like it costs 7. It's allowed to have a little bit of free text as a treat. The problem is that I don't think they were ever expecting it to cost like 1 or like 3 or 4 mana, and that's where it's a problem. Ah, okay. Yeah, our opponent mulled to 4 and we killed their threat, so they decided they had enough. I remember when a 6 CMC card won games in Standard, Commander Red Horde. Oh, that was a fun one. I like that one a lot. There was also Aetherling. Aetherling won cards by itself, or won matches by itself. This hand's just not it. Triple field Fabled Passage is not it. Keep this. Pitch Shark. Hope we're playing against something where removal's good. If not, Doom. Old Gnawbones are $40. Yeah, as far as like the prices of cards go, that is very commander driven. Mainly because like the player base of other formats is limited. Yeah, Shark Typhoon's another 6 mana card that's pretty decent. Ooh, they took that. Ooh, we drew that. I'll take that. I remember when Bonfire the Damned was like $80. What are we playing? Oh, I can see why they took March. We're playing against White Black Greasefang. Might be a problem. Start here so we have all our colors. Yeah. What formats do people play at LGS mostly? I only ever played Arena. It depends actually. A lot of LGS is played generally like Modern. Was like always, for a very long time, always is maybe strong, but was like the most popular format for a long time. Like our LGS has Pioneer, Modern, and usually Draft. But it depends. Standard was big for the longest time, but not so much anymore, unfortunately. All of AFR is also kind of higher because it was unpopular. Yeah, it didn't get drafted. Also, anything that was published during the big lockdown period where there wasn't really play at all is going to be higher in price, unfortunately. Which is a big part of why Mythic Massacre is. It's a very under-open set. It's a Mythic, and it's not played. It's played in Commander and Standard. So it's one of the best-selling sets. It might be one of the best-selling sets. It might just not actually. Oh, JVP was a lot because everyone needed it right off the bat. Was the big problem. I remember needing them for the Pro Tour and having to trade. I traded my Jaces away for Arid Mesas right after the Pro Tour. So I play Creativity. Is there a reason you're not playing Sekenzin or Locust God? So Locust God Falls is a more fragile combo than just being able to grind out the deck, the opponents usually. Though both options are very good. I don't think there's really a bad option among them. It's just what you want your combo or your creativity turns to be able to beat. Whereas I think creativity is generally a stronger thing when you have a more castable set of cards there. But they're both very good. AFR, interesting. Sekenzen's fine. To be honest, I took this list from Zan, who we played earlier, and it was very good. I can't complain, but it certainly might be an oversight. But I think the other thing is, like, with Dwarven Mine, Sekenzen might be pushing it a little because you kind of need all of your lands to be mountains. Oh, no. You're good, my friend. Winota-less Winota. That's not what this is at all. I would like this, please. Should Winota be banned? In what format? In Pioneer? No. In Explorer? No. But sure. No. Winota should certainly not be banned in Pioneer. No. Okay, how do we make an agent token? We get a Fable. We flip a Fable, make an agent token, and then make another agent token. Your first rodeo, Sam? Come on. You've never made an agent token? Cycle. Alright, I'm in. We did that last game, actually. Just gotta find us a Fable. Chariot tokens with Jaxus. There you go. Attack. I would like to turn one agent into another agent, please. Chariot tokens with Tameo? That's pretty sweet. 8 cats on the same turn? Jeez. Creativity the cats. That would have given them creatures, though. That'd have been, I mean, it'd been spicy, but it would have been bad for us. No, so Winota is not overpowerful in Pioneer proper. We're in a position where the decks that beat Winota are very bad into mono green, and mono green beats most of the format except Winota and a couple other decks, but like, oh no, we're about to get Parhelion. Yeah. Well, I guess they don't have a discard outlet now that we have this. Karn, the Great Creator. Our opponent's playing a wild one. Pioneer constantly evolved, but damn, Winota feels bad. There's merit to the idea of like things feel bad, but things feeling bad I don't think is a general reasonable reason to ban things. I think people get too into the idea of like feel good magic. I disagree, because like the problem is it ends up being a situation of like, oh man, Winota feels terrible to lose to, but so does mono red, and so does control, and so does combo, and like nothing feels good to lose to. That's the whole problem with losing. Like, I can understand the idea of like inverters never getting unbanned. That one we can safely say. Gigantosaurus, thanks for the follow, friend. Appreciate you. Ban me losing. There you go. I agree, losing is bad, but if everyone hates X thing, something needs to happen. I don't know if that's true. I think it's a situation where like, if everyone hates X thing, can we beat X thing without banning it? And like 99% of the time, yes, we can. The problem comes when you can't actually beat something without banning it. That's where it's an actual problem. Like, my opponent locked out of the game, it's my favorite part. It is a very nice part. Makes a 4/4. This threshold of players that not enjoying something, we just need to determine what that is and where we're at. That's true. I mean, if we reach that point, then 100% we should be doing something about it, but it's can't crew with Karn. Feels bad. 3, 6, 8, 10. Not like Magic doesn't have a ton of options. True. My opinion, you need to ban things when things get like they did with Pauper not too long ago. Yeah, when you're getting like main deck Rebs in Legacy, like something needs to change somewhere. Excuse me. That's usually a more. We're about to get Parhelion to lose here. Oh, that feels awful. Karn turning off our lethal into dying. The thing is, main deck Rebs is metagaming. Main deck Reb, when everyone has to play 3 to 4, isn't metagaming. That's just there's one good deck. Around Magic, there are X people that hate every card in existence. True. I don't know what extent Arena's economy makes these decks intolerable. Like, people can't make a lot of decks, so they play what's fast and cheap. That's also true. Red meaning red Elemental Blast. That was... Karn to fetch a blood token there was a little brutal, but we get to bring in a bunch of Abrades, which is nice. Ooh, sad. Decks are cheaper on Arena than IRL. They are, but they're also still very expensive if you want to play 2 decks at any time. Blue's been good for a minute though. Yeah, well, blue's been good in certain formats because of the power of blue plus Ragavan. I don't know to what decks in Arena are digital. There's no value. I mean, yes, that's true. The value is that you get to play in competitive level events on the platform, right? In the same way that having access to Magic Online lets you play in competitive events. Though you can resell, which is nice. And has paid for bills many times in my life. Every time you top 8 a challenge, that's just a paycheck. Maybe not top 8, but like top 4. I actually don't think Ragavan is that broken, like as a comparative to Oko. The thing about Oko was that Oko was so unbelievably warping that you had to like not only play it or lose, but you had to like eliminate any deck that couldn't warp itself to it. The sand doesn't do anything. Well, this is an easy 5. Yeah, the thing about Ragavan is it's very powerful, but it does have natural enemies and things that can attack it, which is better than I can say for some of the more powerful cards that have existed. It's in a lot more than 2 decks though, right? Like, yeah, Amulet doesn't play it, sure, but it's in Elementals. I guess Living End probably also helps, and Yogg helps keep it contained a little bit. Yeah. You have to remember that, like, when you play a deck that naturally preys on the good card, it doesn't make the good card bad, it just makes your deck good into it. Oh, allergy is killing me today. Mono red added Oko. Yeah, that was an interesting moment when that 5-0'd. Just bought Ragavan yesterday. I only saw it in a few decks when I tried to see what it was using it. Well, 4-color Murktide, Death Shadow. Boomer Jund. Well, there's also Zoomer Jund plays it, but yeah, Hollow Blade plus Greasefang is a good combo. We've seen it before in Pioneer as well. Decks that play red. We don't talk about Boomer Jund. That's fair. Boomer Jund only exists in a certain dark corner of the internet. Though Jared started streaming recently, I think he owns the Jund Discord, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, Hollowblade's a good one. Hollowblade's scary. Boomer Jund's what happened when old people have too much money. Play this to get rid of this seasoned Hollowblade once and for all. We're gonna get another one of these, so even if they play boat, they're probably gonna kill the Wandering Emperor instead of this. Gives us the chance to draw a land to get creativity equals 2. 4-color elementals is Zoomerjund. That's also kind of true. Watching Corey Baumeister play 4-color elementals is a blast. Played in a bunch of modern events the other week. All right. Is there any reason to not play Ragavan in red? Mainly just that like any good card, right? It's not something you just universally play at all times. Destroy an artifact. Make a treasure better here, probably. Fred won't boot. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, friend. Guarantees us creativity for 2. Also kind of puts them in a tough spot. Putting this in the graveyard if they have Grease Fang is a little rough. Search for Grease Fang. Search for Glory is a neat little one. We can still draw a land and get 2, but that's a beating. Auto ramp creature that provides card Affable and Goblins. Played against 9 lives, Solemnity. Yeah, that's fun. Is Red Black Sacrifice horrible in Pioneer now? I'm thinking about getting rid of Cat Oven and making it similar to Red Black Standard. It's really rough right now because of it's really awkward right now because of Karn. Yeah, like the presence of Karn is really tough for these kind of decks. My Grease Fang. Yeah, Hearse is very good into these kind of decks. The Rakdos deck I wrote an article on today has Hearse in the sideboard. Deck list is kicking around on my Stream Decker for those who are investigating, but the guide for that deck should be out, I think, on Tuesday over on MTG Arena Zone. Yeah, Hearse has been an all-star. Ledger Shredder and Hearse. Big fan of those two right now. Buy it now if you can. Big agree. Ooh. All right, attack for 8. Have you had another mana? Would you not have got Greasy Boy there? Indomitable creativitying your opponent's creatures is a very quick way to die. Because they can just flip into another Grease Fang, potentially. Played 2 Hearse and Paper and it hard carried both Grease Fang matchups. That just makes sense to me. Card is exquisite. Really hoping they crew here. Yeah, we win. Got one to play in the Karn board. Yeah, I'd be playing multiple in any deck right now. And block here. No, they don't die. This taps, right? Yeah, tap it. Versus Brutal versus Grease Fang. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Grease Fang gets beat up by a lot of Hearse. It's one of the reasons I really like that. Ooh. Game 3. Both Surge and Needle Lime, some pretty decent Planeswalker answers for Red Black. Voltage Surge is pretty good. The biggest problem though is like you let's say the problem is the play pattern works out such that like you play Karn, they kill it like let's say next turn, and then you're just dying to the mono green deck going over the top of you. So like you have to be able to get under mono green, and Karn slows you down enough that you can't really get under them. I kind of just want to bring in Rest in Peace, but maybe that's aggressive. I really hate Grease Fang. I'm gonna bring it in. Hearse is great shredding decks to play from the yard. No other card targets in the yard as efficiently as Hearse isn't target away. It's true. The only problem with Hearse is that, yo, how's it going, Timmy Tron? Resident mono green expert here. Dreadboard feels awful in red-black. I've been testing other potential solutions. It's a necessary evil, I think. Like, it doesn't feel good, but I think you need to have access to it to a degree. Don't think you commit to 2 in mono green sideboards, but I want to. You might be able to. It's just a matter of like what you're weak to, and I don't think mono green has a particularly hard time against graveyard decks. The decks that beat mono green are like Winota, mono red dependent on the card draws and who's on play draw, and then discard a card, return to the battlefield next to end step. Yeah, this card's a pain. Really don't want to let them discard for free here. Yeah, Hearse doesn't crew itself, which is kind of a pain, but with Karn you can also crew it that way, which is a nice little sidestep. Fleeting Spirit plus Hollowed Spirit Blades, a lot of good discard. Well, they could take our creativity here. I mean, they might take Wedding Announcement, but I don't think that's correct. Angels when Angels I don't think is a bad matchup for Karn. You just combo them, right? Winota makes sense. Yeah, mono blue for sure. Yeah, I'm never sad to see Spirits as a Karn deck because you just combo them out. Does it get a boost from its ability when you crew it from Karn? It becomes the power toughness of... Oh, they might have March here? No. Alright, we're just gonna get Grease Fanged. Sad. It has the power toughness of the artifact you're crewing with Karn. And then it gets the +X. Do you have thoughts on blue-white for Pioneer? I just got my set of Wanderers and just want to put them to good use. I think blue-white's good right now, mainly because it beats up Winota, but you struggle a lot into like Lotus Field and mono green, so you have to be careful about your matchup lottery. But you're very good into specifically Winota, which is a big deal. All right, take a bunch of damage and die. Blue-white struggles into, well, if you're playing the farewell version, you're not ever really scared of black-white or red-black with blue-white. Played mono green for the first time this weekend. Another top 16, can't break the curse. Hey, nothing, no shame in top 16s, friend. But I know I'm sure it's frustrating. So we could anger and die to the 4/4s. We could anger and strangle and still die to a 4/4. Ain't that something? Mono white loses to mono green. Yeah. Yeah, blue white beats Winota, blue white loses to mono green is a big problem. Yeah, we're dead. Hey there. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed this content on either Twitch or YouTube. If you did, please like or subscribe. If you didn't, be sure to leave a comment down below. I promise not to read it. Until next time.